Today I'm going to discuss boutonnieres. When you find boutonnieres, sometimes you find some that are actually buttoned, so you have a little button. The problem is they don't really look authentic in your jacket, and so I always recommend you wear either a real boutonniere, a real flower, or a flower that looks like a real flower. You'll also see sometimes flowers made out of jeans or a fabric that's obviously not a real flower, and it just looks odd and fake. So you should always try to find something that looks authentic and genuine, because after all, you're not a fake and you shouldn't look like one. So the advantage of real flowers is, of course, they're genuine, they're authentic, they're beautiful. However, the problem is most stores don't know what it is. They want to sell you a whole bouquet, and they only have limited selection. Sometimes the stem is too thick, and worst of all, fresh flowers often wilt. So after a few hours, they look bad, or they just dangle on your lapel. Sometimes they even stain the buttonhole of your lapel, so you're always forced to wear a boutonniere, even maybe if you don't want to at times. So real flowers are nice, but they definitely come with some negatives. And for example, when I was on a cruise, I always wanted a boutonniere because you dress up, you have your tuxedos, your dinner jackets, and so on the cruise ship I would never get flowers. And that was the reason where I said, hey, I want a flower that is not real, but it has the advantage of a silk flower in the sense that it never wilts. I can wear it year round. I can wear a flower from Switzerland, Australia, Malaysia, or South America. It doesn't matter, because once I have it, I can wear it over and over again. It always looks beautiful. People don't notice because it's so authentic that you believe it's real. For example, this Edelweiss here, I get compliments all the time, and people ask me, oh, where did you get it? And I try to find one, but in Switzerland you can only get one flower per person per year. So you see, there are all these limitations, and these silk boutonnieres really work well. It's important to have a stem and not a button, because that way the boutonniere looks real in your lapel. If you have a button boutonniere, it really clings to your lapel and stands off in a way that looks like it's not real. That's why we have created those that look really nice and really authentic. So when I was looking for these real flowers or silk flowers that looked like real ones, I simply couldn't find them, and I decided, oh, I want to make them. So I started doing some research. I went out to nature, I looked at flowers, I looked at pictures, I picked everything, I cataloged it, and I worked with skilled craftsmen to get them where I wanted to. So we used the right silk, we sourced the special silk, then we had a hand-painted technique that allows us to create all kinds of color shades that we want, so it matches exactly the real shade of the flower in nature. And sometimes, for example, with this dahlia here, I made it smaller because a dahlia in real life is really big, so if you'd wear it on your lapel, it would be way too big, and so we just sized it down so it fits neatly in your lapel and looks good. The materials we use are silk, because you can color it very nicely. It keeps the color. It's not plastic or anything else that's cheap. And in this case, you can see here the other special fabrics depending on what flower you use. And I would say today we have probably 32 different flowers that really look like the real deal, and we're the only place in the world right now that can do these things. So if you're interested in boutonnieres, look no further, come to our shop and check out the boutonniere section. And if you have a flower that you would like and that you don't see, let us know. We're always interested to create new things. For example, our latest creation was the boutonniere poppy. And you see, we did actually different ones. So we had one in a poppy orange and one in a poppy red, because they changed their color over the season. They also change the center part. And so we pay attention to all those little details. And so we offer 3 different boutonnieres, poppy boutonnieres in our shop. And you can wear them at your heart's content. This is our cornflower boutonniere. It's extremely popular because it looks like the real thing. Prince Charles often wears a cornflower in his morning coat because it just looks very dapper and handsome. And with a color tone, it goes well with all kinds of suits, business suits, dark suits, sport coats, and it's overall really great. What I'm wearing here is the Edelweiss flower, which is really nice because it looks extremely genuine up into the minuscule detail, as you can see here in the picture, and people really love it. Here we have a dahlia in a magenta pink tone that I created. It was like downsized from a real one, but people like it. I like it particularly with dark navy suits and gray suits. Just gives a great look. The red rose is very classic, and people like it because it has a good color, and so they just have a rose that they can put on that looks nice, and people always have some compliments for them because it's truly unique, and you won't find many other men wearing those. Of course, we also have a bunch of other boutonnieres. We have smaller boutonnieres, we have bigger boutonnieres, so we have something for everybody. So at the end of the day, all that matters is what you like. Are you comfortable with it? And does it go with the rest of your outfit? And I think we have really 32 different flowers, and in all sizes and colors and shades, so I'm certain you'll find something that you like. Should you have any more questions about boutonnieres, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out our other videos. It's easiest to do so by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Also, like the video, leave a comment if you have questions. I'll get back to you. And most importantly, if you really want to learn about classic men's clothing, if you want to look better and dress better and be more confident, sign up for our free newsletter, and I'll even throw in the free ebook, Gentlemen of Style, that teaches you a little bit about how to match colors, how to match patterns, and how to overall create your unique style. Thank you.